I thought we were gonna start 2018 off with, kind of a light note. Not being too harsh to certain things, but Jodie Foster just had to open her mouth. So yeah, you guys probably already could tell from the start of this video how I feel about this topic. But what's going on, guys? I'm your host Francis Beau here to give you guys my thoughts and opinions on anything going on in the world of entertainment. And um, yeah, let's talk about this. So, if you guys don't know, Jodie Foster, she's a really big actress. She's one of the biggest actresses working in Hollywood today. She recently had I don't know if it was an interview or yeah, it was an interview on Radio Times magazine, and she recently had a few comments to say about the industry right now, particularly one genre that Hollywood's that's really popular in Hollywood right now, and that is the superhero genre. And she recently had a few things to say. And I'm going to tell you what she said, and then tell you how I feel about it. So, um, this is what she had to say on was it Radio Times magazine? This is what she had to say. She says this: Going to the movies has become like a theme park. Studios making bad content in order to appeal to the masses and shareholders is like franking. You get the best return right now, but you wreck the earth. It's ruining the viewing habits of the American population and then ultimately the rest of the world. And she basically goes on to saying that like she doesn't want to spend $200 million, about superheroes. Yeah, this is keep in mind this is coming from Jodie Foster, one of the biggest actresses in Hollywood working today. And she basically, not only did she slam the superhero genre, she also kind of took a big shot at the audience as well, like the movie-going audience. She basically took a shot at them as well. And, I try to be open-minded. I really do. I try to be open-minded about what people say. And quite frankly, I can't see a good thing about this, about what she said. This was pretty insulting, especially for, you know, it's a pretty insulting thing. It's a pretty bold thing to say. First thing I'll say about this is that I give Jodie Foster credit because she has the balls to say this. She has enough balls to say something like that, because I don't think anybody working in the industry would actually come out and say something like that. I mean, if people, I bet people probably have said it before, like they don't like superhero films or certain things, blah blah blah. But I don't think that they say it in the manner that Jodie Foster said it, because I'll tell you guys right now, the way she said it, she sounds like a 5-year-old. Like, she honestly sounds like a 5-year-old. Let me repeat what she just said. It's ruining the viewing habits of the American population and then ultimately the rest of the world. And what else she say? Oh yeah, going to the movies has become like a theme park. Studios making bad content in order to appeal to the massive shareholders is like franken. You get the best return right now, but you wreck the world. And then the best part, I don't want to make $200 million movies about superheroes. Really? I mean, does that not sound like a 5-year-old? I mean, that's what a 5-year-old would say. Or like a teenager. Like, that's what I would probably say. I mean, that's ridiculous. I mean, especially from Jodie Foster. Again, one of the most respected and biggest actresses in Hollywood working today. She had to say this? I mean, that's pretty ballsy, and that's pretty insulting in many ways. I mean, I don't know what she was like in this interview. I don't know if she was like having a bad day. Maybe she was having like a bad day. Maybe she was having one of those bad days, and she just had to run her mouth about, someone probably asked her about Hollywood, and then she had to like bring up this issue that she probably had an issue with. Maybe she has always had an issue with superhero films, but maybe she didn't mean to say it in this manner. Again, I try to look at both ways. I try to look for possibilities, but um, regardless, it's what she said, and it's it's not cool. It's not the way that you should put it. Now, if she said it like, if she said, "I don't feel like making superhero films. They're just not my thing." If she said something just like that, then you know what? That would have been perfect. That would have been fine. It still would make headlines. People would be saying, "Oh my God, Jodie Foster does not want to make superhero films." That's fine. At least she's not taking a shot at anybody. She's just telling, She's just telling everybody that, hey, I just don't feel like making superhero films. It's just not my thing. If she said that, that is perfectly fine. Nothing, no discussion would come up. Um, but she had to go a step further and just tell, basically take a shot at the superhero genre and audience members' minds and what they should watch. And to me, if you guys want to hear how I feel about it, it's this: Jodie Foster, who are you to determine what an audience member should watch? Who are you to determine that? You are a director. Your job is to present content, present film. You're presenting film. You have the option to create whatever you want. That is the beauty of being a director. You can create whatever you want. Look at me. I've created films. I've created superhero films. I've created thriller films. I've created drama pieces. Yes, they're not, obviously they're not big time blockbuster movies or whatever. But, it's the same for any big director. Or any, Hollywood director. Anybody has the option to create whatever they want. And Jodie Foster, you're the same. You can create whatever you want. So for you to say, I don't want to create a $200 million movie about superheroes, no one's asking you. Hell, nobody will be asking you after this. I mean, nobody's going to ask you to create a superhero film. You don't have to. No one is telling you have to create a superhero film. She's making it sound like at some point she has to make a superhero film. No, you do not. There are huge names in Hollywood, huge director names that have never touched a superhero film. Ever. Like, for example, Robert Zemeckis. He is a huge director. Like, he's done big movies like Back to the Future and like Forrest Gump. He's done some great work. He's never touched a superhero film in his life. Well, Steven Spielberg. Steven Spielberg has not even ever touched a superhero film. He's never touched a superhero film. So, for you to, well, he's done superhero styled films, but he's never done like an official superhero film with like from Marvel characters or DC characters. There are directors out there who have their passion. They have certain projects that they like to do, and Jodie Foster, like I said, you are the same as any other director. You have the free will to create whatever you want. You have the free will to create whatever you want. You're not forced to make a superhero film. So that right there is out of the blue. I don't care. I did not agree with that stance at all, with her saying, I do not want to create a $200 million superhero film. You're not being forced to. You have multiple options as a director. You can do whatever you want. So that out there is out. The second thing that she said is, basically what she says is that audience members are stupid if they go watch superhero films. They should go watch more thought-provoking films, more films with thought, more deep meanings. And to Jodie Foster, I keep calling her Jodie Foster for some reason. To Jodie Foster, again, who are you to judge the audience members? Who are you to judge them? It's not your place to judge audience members at all. They can watch whatever they want. And to box office, let me just show you 2017's box office. Let me just name off a few superhero films, or a few movies that came out in 2017 that were the highest grossing films of 2017. Beauty and the Beast #1, Fate of the Furious, Star Wars, Despicable Me. What's at number 5, 7, 8, and 9? Spider-Man: Homecoming is at number 5. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 is at number 7. Thor Ragnarok is at number 8, and Wonder Woman is at number 9. 4 superhero films made it to the highest grossing films of 2017 last year. And you know what's important about box office? It's the numbers. The worldwide gross. And you know where that worldwide gross comes from? Audience members, the people who go watch these films. And it's what audience members are into. People love comic book movies. That's what they're into right now. And it's not your place to tell audience members to go watch these films. It's not your place. You are a director. You put out what you want. It's not your place to tell people, to tell them what they should watch. It's not your place. It's not your place at all. Um, you are not like some CEO or some big. I mean, you are big, but you are not entitled to say that. That is not your place. What you are supposed to do is create the best movies possible. That is what directors' biggest goal is that to create the best movie they can. And it's a movie. It's the best movie that they can think that they can make from them. Okay, it doesn't. If people want to create superhero films, that's the movies they want to make. Let them. Don't tell them that they can't. Okay, don't tell people. Don't tell audience members that they can't watch superhero films because they're stupid. That's insulting. I mean, if people want to go see superhero films, they can because that's what's hot right now. People are into watching superhero films. That's what's making bank at box office. I mean, as I mentioned, there were 4 comic book movies last year that made it to the top 10 highest grossing films of 2017 list. And studios are making bank off of comic book movies, and that's what audience members are loving right now as well. That's what they love to watch. And it's not gonna make them stupid or anything. It's just what they want to watch. So, it's like it's like this. Here's a good example. So let's say somebody wants to watch Wonder Woman, right? Okay, this is a comic movie. This is something they probably want to watch. Like, imagine if I go to the sleepover, right? And I have like a bunch of movies here, and they have an option to choose one of them. This is basically what Jodie Foster is saying. Like, imagine I'm like a person. Oh, what movies do you have there? Well, I have, let's see, I got War of Planet of the Apes, I got Baby Driver, I got Logan, I got Split, I got Wonder Woman. Oh, you got Wonder Woman? Yeah, see, I have it right here. Oh, yeah, Wonder Woman. I really like Wonder Woman. Can we watch this? It looks really, really cool. I really like comic book movies. I even really like Wonder Woman. She's really cool. Can we watch that? No, we're not gonna watch that. Are you stupid? Those are stupid movies. Don't watch those. You're honestly kind of stupid if you watch that. What we should be watching is War for Planet of the Apes or Baby Driver or Split. That's basically what she's saying. She's saying that we should be watching more thought-provoking films like Shape of Water or The Post. And while those are films that are really well done, I haven't seen those films, but just basing off of people's responses, those are great movies, but it's not what a lot of the audience members want to go see. Why do you think movies like The Post and The Shape of Water are not making top 10 highest grossing film lists? Because it's not what the audience members want to go see. They want to go see a fun, big budget blockbuster film. And those big blockbuster movies nowadays are comic movies. And if the audiences go see it and the companies make a big load of money, then it's a win-win. The audiences get to see a movie that they want to watch, and the company gets a big bunch of money as a result. So, Jodie Foster, I get it. You do not like superhero movies, but it's not destroying Hollywood. Companies are making money off of it, and audiences are loving it. So it's a win-win. If the audiences love the comic book movies and they keep coming back to watch them, then the company gets more money as a result. So, is it destroying the art of film? I mean, that's all to you, Jodie Foster. But to me, comic book movies, it's their own genre. They have their own unique way of telling stories. And as a result, audiences like this type of storytelling. And they love these type of movies. And as I mentioned, if the audiences come watch these type of movies and they enjoy them, that'll tell other people to go watch these movies and equate to big box office success for these companies. So, yeah, Jodie Foster, they're not destroying Hollywood. Audience members are not stupid to go watch these. They just want to watch movies that they want to watch. And you are not somebody to tell someone to watch something different. You're not entitled to say that. You are a director. You make what you want to make, and that's it. You could speak your mind, but speak it in a respectful manner. And the way you said it here was not respectful. It was very disrespectful and honestly very insulting to audience members and to comic book fans as well. And in a way, she was taking a shot at Hollywood. She was taking a shot at Hollywood in a certain way. So that's how I view it. I think this is going to be a very controversial issue in the next couple of days. But the way I view it, I think that Jodie Foster was totally in the wrong here. I think that superhero films are doing just fine. They're not destroying Hollywood. Audience members are loving it. They're making boatloads of money for companies, and it's a win-win for both. Is it destroying the art of film? No. Superhero genre has always been its own genre. It had its own unique way of storytelling, and they've been doing just fine. So, Jodie Foster, I get it. You don't like superhero films. You should have said it in a different way. I think we can all agree on that. If Jodie Foster said it in a different way, like saying, I don't like superhero movies, that's just not my thing. If she said just like that, it would have been totally fine. But she had to go to a step further and insult audience members' like intelligence, and also taking a shot at companies making these movies. And I think she was totally in the wrong. I don't think that she should have said that. I think that, as I mentioned, this is basically where I wrap it up. Here's basically what I'm trying to say. If you're a studio and you have superhero films and audiences are asking for more, and you've made a boatload of money out of these films, like let's say like $1 billion out of these comic book films, like more than $1 billion, would you or would you not make more of them? You would, right? Because you want more money. It's just business. That's how it works. If companies need money, companies want to get more money. And one of the biggest ways to get money nowadays is to make superhero films, because that's what audience members are into right now. If the audience sees it and they love it, they are going to tell more people to go see it, and therefore make more money and produce more content like this so they can make more money. So that's how it works. That's just how the business works. So and it's not like we're losing thought-provoking, dark, or thoughtful films like Jodie Foster's saying. There is plenty of them. There are plenty of those films. Are they going to get a lot of attention at box office? No, because like I said, audience members are not into those films. They're into superhero films. It's not because they're stupid. It's just that that's what they're into. You can't fault somebody for liking something. That's just, if they like something, let them like something. I mean, if my friend liked, let's say he likes a certain animal, like pandas, I'm not gonna go over there and tell him like you're stupid for liking pandas, and I tell him that I'm like a fan of tigers. I'm not gonna tell him like you're stupid if you love pandas. Those are stupid animals. You should look at these tigers. No. He likes one thing, I like one thing. That's just how it works. So, I don't know. I'm just done. I'm just gonna keep ranting. But basically, at the end of the day, Jodie Foster, I thought, was in the wrong here. I think that she was way out of left field saying that. I think that she went way over her boundaries. I think that she should have just said a few things, and that is it. Not bring up audience, not bring up Hollywood. Just say a few things and then get out. That's it. So, yeah, I mean, I think this is going to spark a lot of controversy in the next few days, but I just wanted to get my opinion out there first, just so if anybody asks me, it's here. So, yeah, that's it. That's my thoughts on this whole thing. Hope you guys enjoy it. You guys let me know. Did you think Jodie Foster's in the right here? Do you think superhero films are ruining Hollywood, or do you think, like me, that Hollywood's just doing just fine making superhero films? So, and they're not just making superhero films. There's so many other films that Hollywood creates. Are they going to get a lot of attention? No. It's just because that's not what the audience is into right now. So, gotta make money. That's how I'm going to leave this video off with. The companies just need to make money. This is how they're making money. So, that's it. That's my thoughts on this whole thing. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And as always, as we end these videos, Beau out. See you next time. Peace.